For what the law could not do, and that it was weak through the flesh, I can't do it, because we understand what? The law is the man's perfection. My flesh says what? I can't do the law. And then we learned last week that what? Sin is this active thing that what? Sin begins to deceive, sin begins to have intent, but the sin's intent is to do one thing, to kill me. And so we see here, all right, what the law could not do that was weak through the flesh, God did by sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh. So we see that he sends Jesus in the flesh, but understand what? He sends it according to the flesh. On a what? On account of sin, he condemned sin in the flesh. So think about what's happening now. Jesus lives this sinless life. Because he lives a sinless life, when he dies, is he going to die and shed blood for his own sin? No, because he has no sin. So what he's able to do is this, because of he comes in the flesh, but he's not of Adam. Sin has no power over him. He has victory over sin. He now goes to the cross and he dies not for himself, but he's able to die as a substitution. That's incredible how Paul begins to weave all of this into one verse. What the law could not do, that it was weak through the flesh, God did by sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh. And he goes on to say, on account of sin, he condemns sin. So keep in mind that while Jesus is in the flesh, he becomes this true kinsman. In other words, he's one of us. He's fully man. Understand that he was born, he is fully 100% man. But at the same time, what? He has a nature and he's fully 100% God. He is the God-man. Now keep in mind, but as this man, he comes as this kinsman. As a kinsman, he's able to do what? He's able to become what Scripture teaches as a kinsman redeemer. He's able to take my place. He's able to pay my penalty. And that's what's taught of in the Old Testament. If I had an uncle and all of a sudden I find myself in debt and I can't do it, my parents have all passed, and my uncle says, don't worry, I'm a near kinsman. What I'm going to do is this, I'm going to pay your debt and you still keep the family property. What an amazing uncle. And so what happens is he can do that. Why? Because he's the kinsman redeemer. And so it goes to him first, and he's able to be the first one to redeem. And as we see this now, what happens is he becomes the kinsman redeemer through what? Through going through the cross and receiving my penalty.